Hello, I'm Aditi. Today I will be demonstrating the desktop activity tracking application developed for an internship assignment.
The repository link will be in the description box below.
This Electron application tracks user activities including mouse movements, keyboard inputs, active application usage, and stores all data with timestamps in local storage. Let me walk you through both the functionality and technical implementations. Here's the running application. As you can see, it has modern dark themed interface with three main components. At the top, we have the activity log panel that records mouse clicks, keyboard presses, and scroll activities in real time. On the right side, we have the app logs panel shows which application is currently active and have been recently used. And at the bottom, the dashboard displays the top three most used applications with their usage stamp. Let me demonstrate the tracking functionality. Notice how every mouse click is recorded with its exact screen coordinates. When I press the keyboard, these actions are captured as well. Scrolling is tracked with both direction and magnitude.
Now I will switch between different applications to demonstrate the window tracking feature. As you can see, each time I switch to a different application, it logs in the app logs panel and the dashboard at the bottom updates to show my most used application.
Before diving into the code, let me highlight the technical stack I used for this project. I used Electron.js for cross-platform desktop framework, Node.js for the backend functionality, ActiveWin package for window tracking, HTML and CSS for the interface, and modern JavaScript, Electron IPC mechanism for secure main rendered process communication, and Context Bridge API for maintaining secure boundaries. Let's look at the project structure. The application follows the standard Electron architecture with these key files. Main.js, the entry point that controls the application lifecycle, tracks application usage. Preload.js, the secure bridge between main and rendered processes. Rendered.js handles UI events and updates. Index.html defines the application structure. Style.css contains all the styling. Package.json defines dependencies and build scripts. This separation of concern follows best practices for the Electron development. First, let's examine main.js, which is the core of the application. Here, I am setting up the Electron browser window with security-focused configurations. Notice I have enabled context isolation and disabled node integration to maintain proper security boundaries. A critical part of the assignment was to store activities in local storage with timestamps. Let me show you how that's implemented. I'm using Node file system module to store the activities in JSON file in the user application data directory. Each activity is saved with its type, specific data, and ISO timestamp. This provides a persistent record of all user activities that will survive application restarts. I'm using the ActiveWin module to detect which application is currently in focus. Every second, the code checks the active window and maintains a running count of seconds spent in each application, detects when the user switches to a different application, saves window changes to local storage file, and communicates data to the rendered process using Electron's IPC mechanism. The preload file is crucial for security in Electron application. It creates a secure bridge between the Node.js environment in the main process and the browser environment in the rendered process. I'm using Context Bridge to expose only specific functions to the rendered process. This prevents any unauthorized access to Node.js APIs while still allowing the necessary communication. Notice how I have created separate channels for each type of activity data, making the code more maintainable and the IPC communication more specific. Now let's look at the rendered.js, which handles all the user interface interaction and event tracking. First, I set up the event listeners for all the user activities we want to track. These event listeners capture mouse clicks with their coordinates, keyboard presses with specific keys, and scrolling with both direction magnitude. For each event, the data is displayed in the UI, sent to the main process via IPC for storage in the local file, and tagged with the appropriate type for filtering. The addLog function handles the UI update by creating a new list item with activity details and current timestamps. The addLog function creates structured HTML elements with appropriate styling for every log entry. The time date are added automatically to provide context in the UI. Here I'm using the API exposed by the payload script to receive updates from the main processes. When the active application changes or when the usage statistics update, these callback functions are triggered to update the UI accordingly. I have also implemented a filtering system that allows user to view specific types of activities, mouse, keyboard, scroll, events, or all the activities at once. Let's examine the user interface implementation. The index.html file provides the basic structure of the application. The HTML structure is organized into three main sections: the activity logs panel with filtering controls, the app log, and the dashboard for user statistics. This clean structure provides a solid foundation for the user interface. For styling, I have used modern CSS for features like backdrop filter for frosted class effects, flexbox for layout, the media queries for responsive design. Each activity type has a distinct color coding for easy identification. The design is fully responsive and works well on different screen sizes. Let's look at how the data is actually stored. When we run the application, it creates a JSON file in user's application data directory. We'll go to activity logs. Here's the actual file that is created by our application. As you can see, it contains entries for each activity, the activity type, specific data related to the activity, and precise timestamps. Let me show you how the storage is implemented in the main process. These IPC handlers receive activity data from the rendered process and pass it to the save activity function we looked at earlier. This approach ensures that all user activities are properly recorded with timestamps and stored persistently. To conclude, let me demonstrate the application once more. This Electron activity tracker successfully fulfills all the assignment requirements. It tracks the mouse movement, keyboard presses, scrolls. It also has filters, monitors active application with usage statistics. All data is captured with accurate timestamps and stored in a local file. The application is built with modern web technologies while leveraging Electron's capability for desktop integration, resulting in a powerful yet user-friendly tool for activity tracking. Thank you for watching the demonstration. The source code will be in the description box below.